Week 2 of the preseason is in the books. The Pittsburgh Steelers picked up yet another win against the Atlanta Falcons, 17-13, moving to 2-0 in the preseason. Like I said, Pittsburgh better not lose any game this season. I am predicting they're going 4-0 in the preseason, going motherfucking 16-0 in the regular season, 3-0 in the postseason, and lifting that Lombardi Trophy a perfect 23-0 on the season. I don't want to see any L's this year. No L's at all. But to talk about the preseason game, first off, the first 3 series, I don't know what the hell was going on with the defense. Okay, our front 7, the defensive line and the linebackers, they must all be virgins because we was getting no penetration from the D-line, no penetration from the linebacking core. Matt Ryan took the team all the way down the field, 91-yard drive, 10 plays on the drive. They got into the end zone. Josh Dobbs comes on the field, goes to 3 and outs. Quick. Atlanta Falcons get the ball back. Now I think at this point they put in Matt Schaub or Sims or one of them. They went right back down the field, got a field goal. We came back on the field. Josh Dobbs again, 3 and out. Come back on the field the next time. Next series, they go down the field, get another field goal. You've got to be kidding me. What is going on with this defensive unit? The first 3 series, I don't think we didn't have all our starters in there, but let me just say this. Like I said before, Russ Cockrell needs to be cut. He's got no business playing football. Go back to Duke. You got no business playing football, especially for the Pittsburgh Steelers if you cannot cover man to man. All right, I'm getting tired of seeing these people. Oh, they're legendary on the zone defense. I don't want to hear that anymore. We need man-to-man corners, and Russ Cockrell cannot get it done. Get him off the field, coach. Get him off the field. But outside of that, I did like the way that Justin Dangerfield looked. He got himself 2 interceptions. Now his first interception, it kind of hurt my soul when he caught it because he was standing there. He caught the ball. He was in the open field by himself. The quarterback threw it right to him. It reminded me of Super Bowl 30 when Neil O'Donnell threw the ball to Larry Brown. Cost us that 6th Lombardi, well, the 5th Lombardi we should have had back in '96. All right. That gave me a whole lot of bad flashbacks. But nonetheless, the man left the game with 2 interceptions. That's wonderful for you. It looks good on film. I'm sure the coaches were impressed. Hopefully, if anything, you could start over Russ Cockrell, although you do play safety, so I highly doubt that's what's going to be happening. But on the ground, James Conner looked phenomenal. Love the way he came out. All right, 20 carries, 98 yards. Looked very good. TJ Watt, he looked solid. Again, Arthur Moats looked great on the field, all right? I like the way the cornerstones of the team, or I should say the returners from last year, they were looking okay, with the exception of Russ Cockrell. Get them off the field. Offensive line, they looked very solid. I like the way that they worked. We had a pick from last year who was hurt the whole season. He came back. He was playing well. I believe he was playing left tackle. He was doing a whole lot of blocks on one run in particular where James Conner went for about 18 yards. He was a key component of that. So offensive line looks very good. But Josh Dobbs, holy smokes, man. You've got to get it together. You're from Tennessee, but every time you go out there, you throw the ball, it's always some sort of interception happening. You have thrown multiple interceptions in back-to-back games. This cannot happen, man. What is going on? No, he threw one. The other guy, Houston, threw one in the end zone towards the end of the game. But there's no reason why you should have more interceptions than you have touchdowns in the preseason. All right? Get it together. You came from Tennessee. For some apparent reason, you have me feeling like I'm Chris Stapleton because I always want to take a shot of Tennessee whiskey every time you get on the goddamn in the backfield to throw the ball because I don't know if it's going to be a turnover or some sort of great completion. All right? If you don't get it together, you might just be like Chris Stapleton because your career is going to be turned into a traveler. You're going to become a journeyman on many different teams, okay? But as far as I'm concerned, I will take the W, but we got a whole lot of things to work on, all right? And I did hear through the grapevine, Ben Roethlisberger threw absolutely no interceptions during training camp. Sounds phenomenal, okay? And I believe next game, he should be seeing the field. Martavis Bryant was on the field. He looked all right. Didn't really do too much, but he looked all right. His running stride looked perfectly fine. Okay, still waiting on Le'Veon Bell to come back. But as far as I'm concerned, that offensive line, as long as the starters keep everything intact, still be arguably the best offensive line in football. Le'Veon Bell, best running back in football. When he comes back, hopefully everything messes. You still got Antonio Brown on the outside. You still got Hall of Fame Big Ben throwing the ball. But our defense, front 7 is solid. If we could play the same way we played against the Giants, that will work perfectly. All right, but game 3, I'm expecting the defense to come out strong. You cannot give up 3 possessions in a row in the beginning of the game and get points on the board. Had Matt Ryan stayed in there with the ones and stayed with his starting unit, they would have probably scored 3 straight times, and now you're in a 21-0 hole. Cannot have that, man. Our front 7 needs to stop being virgins and get some penetration on the line. But we got ourselves a W, 2-0 next week. Cannot remember who we're playing. I have a huge brain fart right now. Somebody write it in the comments who the hell we're playing game 3. I'm trying to remember. It's not coming to mind. But here we go, Steelers, moving to 3-0 in the goddamn preseason. Next week, whoever it is that line up ahead of us, in front of us, we gonna kick their ass.